Hey, what's going on everybody? Today we're going to be going through all the different types of armor added into RLCraft, which there's a lot. It fills this whole room full, so let's just jump into it. We're going to start off with silver. Silver armor can be obtained by mining silver, and it's crafted, in this simple way of just silver ingots around. And it is worse than iron, unfortunately, but it requires less defense to use. Next, we have the dragon scale armor, which comes in all these different lovely colors and can be crafted using dragon scales in the expected, recipe that you'd think. This dragon scale armor is better than diamond, if you believe it or not. Like so, and it has increased protection from dragon breath attacks. Next up is called the sheep disguise, and the sheep disguise, the crafting recipe is a little bit more complicated. If you look at it, it's wool around the armor piece. You can put it on. This is used to be hidden from Cyclops, and is only slightly better than leather armor. Alright, next up is the Deathworm Armor. The Deathworm Armor comes into 3 different types. There's tan, white, and red. And you get it from killing death worms, and as far as I know, it's only slightly better than iron. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Like so. Next up is the Miramax Armor, which it can be obtained by killing Miramax, I think that's how you say it, and getting their chitin. And it comes in a bunch of different ones. One's forest, desert, and jungle. And crafting. So it is better than iron, which is really cool, but it's a bit less than diamond. Just put you back like that. Next is the dragon steel armor. The fire dragon steel is significant. Actually, they're both the same. They're significantly better than diamond. If you look at the fire here, I'll just put it on. You can already see, not even having the full set, significantly better than diamond. It's the best armor in the mod, period. There's no other armor in this mod could be better. And to get it, you have to get these fire dragon steel ingots, which can be made from the fire dragon's blood, and an iron ingot. And then once you got that, you're all set there. You get it from killing dragons. And it's the same for ice. Next is the Tithe Guardian Armor. The Tithe Guardian Armor is armor that is crafted with sea serpent scales and shiny scales. They drop from hippocampi and sirens. So not the easiest armor to obtain. With the Tithe Guardian set, it is better than diamond. Here. And you get water breathing if you're using it. And here's a quick little pop. If you are in water, you also get strength. Strength 4 to be exact. Pretty cool. And it also comes in all these lovely colors. It comes with, just all the way down the line. And to craft it, you just do, let's see, where is it? Like so. So you take the different shiny scales, you can craft it. Alright, next up is the Troll Armor. This armor is crafted with the troll leather, and it comes in varied types, such as, the Forest Troll, the Frost Troll. There's a ton of different ones. It is slightly better than iron, and it requires less defense to wear than iron, which is pretty cool. And while you're wearing it, you take less projectile damage. And to craft it is as expected, like so. Next up is the chain. Now, chain already exists within the game, but they've made it so it's now craftable. So, it's slightly worse than iron. To craft it, you need chain mail plates, or you can even use chain links. You can find these chain links at dragon nests, but you'd mainly use the chainmail plates, which can be crafted by taking 4 iron nuggets and surrounding it like that to get the chainmail plate. Alright, next up is the long fall boots. The long fall boots are as good as diamond. They're essentially diamond boots. And yeah, you take less fall damage. They're crafted by taking 1 white wool and then placing it on top of diamond boots. So if you have diamond armor, I highly recommend you do this. And yeah, they cancels fall damage when worn. Here's where things get complicated. Here is the Golem Armor. Now the Golem Armor is part of the Forgotten Items mod. The Forgotten Items mod is extremely complex. You can't just craft it. What you have to do is you have to find these crafting runes. And you have to make a rune reader. And a rune reader, to craft a rune reader, it requires crag rocks or stone or whatever, diamond, quartz, redstone, and 2 crafting runes. It doesn't matter which ones. And what you do is you take any crafting rune and you put it in here. And it'll read it. It'll say, okay, you need these items. And it's different for every world, I think. You need these items to craft whatever item it is. But if you get an advanced one, which to craft an advanced one requires a lot more materials, it will show you the recipe. Oh, give me that. It will show you the recipe that you'll get from taking these items and crafting them. The same goes for these cushioned boots. Oh, let me take this off. Cushion boots where they make your fall a little bit less, but you can't craft them unless you use one of these runes and try to find the correct crafting recipe. Alright, next up is the Neptunium Armor that can be crafted or obtained from getting loot boxes from fishing. With these loot boxes, oh my gosh, I need to remember to take off this armor. With these loot boxes, you can get tons of different items such as different fish, a bunch of other things. This armor is better than diamond armor, so it's definitely worth it. And yeah, pretty cool. And it's crafted as so. Alright, next up is the liner armor pieces. So to make these, you take warming liner. Here, let me see. You type in liner. To craft them, it's just taking these different types of liners and crafting it into their set shape. The cool liner keeps you cooler in desert so you don't overheat, and the warm liner keeps you warm in snow biomes and whatnot so you can stay warm. And then the Aussie leggings and the Aussie chestplate, you can put that on your existing armor and you can stay warm or cold depending on wherever you are. And to make this cooling liner, it requires taking string and heating goo, or cooling goo, or whatever you end up having. Next up is the wool set, and with the wool set, it's very similar to the liner, except it's a set that you have to wear. It's worse than leather, obviously, but what it does, it keeps you warm. Alright, next up is the Jellied Slime mod, and with the not the mod, but Jellied Slime is very similar to the wool set, to where you can wear this Jellied Slime and it'll keep you cool. It is slightly worse than iron. It'll keep you cool in deserts. Alright, next up is the Ubrimium Armor, I believe. Ubrimium Armor, and it can be crafted by using Ubrimium ingots, which can be found in the defiled lands. And it's what? Worse than iron? Not as good as what you'd usually come across. Oh. Next is the Bookworm Armor, which is crafted by killing bookworms and then getting their scales. Like so. Boop, boop, boop. And it's worse than iron, which is unfortunate. The same goes for the Golden Bookworm Armor, where it just, it looks cooler and has ever so slightly better armor. Alright, here's where things get unfortunate. You see, oh gosh, let me grab it from my loot chest. So the very commodities mod is extremely glitched out in the Minecraft, in RLCraft. So it'll show this, and it'll show how to craft the different items. You can't obtain any of these items within survival mode. You have to grab them from creative mode, unfortunately, except for the ones with the basic crafting recipes, such as the demonic helmet, the mithril helmet, etc. So I'm gonna give a quick showcase. Here's the cow leather set. With the cow leather set, it's better than leather, and there's not really anything else that it does. It's just adding more armor to the game. This up. Alright, now we do have the crown. The crown comes from the Bountiful Baubles mod, and to craft that, it is, there's some lightning. You can craft it with either a ruby or you can craft it with a scarlet, and you can find these in just as ores, and it only gives 1 armor bar. Now next is the demonic helmet. This is part of the varied commodities mod, but the fortunate thing is they're crafted just the normal way that's crafted, and so we're able to get these in survival mode. It's slightly better than iron, but not better than diamond, unfortunately. We also have the Mithril chestplate, which is, you know, crafted the same as the demonic armor, just like so. And with this armor, it's better than diamond, which is really cool. So it's definitely a piece of armor you want to get. Now we're back at the armor that you cannot craft. We got the Commissar set. Kind of glitchy, the varied commodities. But this is, you know, better than leather, but not better than iron, which is unfortunate. Oh, I don't want to re-equip these. I want to put these away. Alright, now we have all these skirts, and these skirts are basically just, you know, leather skirts. They take place of the leggings, which is unfortunate. Anyways, we have, you know, all the different types of skirts and whatnot. You know, some of them are alright, but you cannot craft any of them because they are part of the varied commodities mod that is very glitchy in RLCraft. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I will see you for the review of all the different swords and weaponry in the game. Bye.